The ROG Ally Z1 Extreme is an incredible piece of technology. I've had mine for about 10 months now, picking it up on sale around Black Friday last year, and I absolutely love it. But you may be wondering if this could be the right choice for you. We're entering the last quarter of 2024, and there are a lot of handhelds on the market. Multiple models of the Steam Deck, we have the higher model ROG Ally X, as well as the Legion Go. With all of these options, does the ROG Ally Z1 Extreme still hold up? Even in late 2024, I think this device continues to shine, and I'm going to tell you why I think this is still an awesome product to purchase. Before jumping in, I do want to note that while I may compare some spec text to other devices, this is not an actual comparison video, more so why I prefer the ROG Ally Z1 Extreme and why it might make sense for you to purchase. Let's start with form factor and build quality. ASUS worked hard to build a solid machine. The ROG Ally has a slim and sleek form factor, which is designed to fit your grip in a comfortable way, and it just looks good. I mean, I love the white console. It looks absolutely clean. As for controls, you have your standard ABXY buttons, traditional D-pad, and two full-size analog sticks, which just so happen to be the perfect size to fit Xbox control freaks. You have your standard left and right triggers and bumpers, a view button, start/menu button, command center button, and Armoury crate button, as well as two mappable rear grip buttons. This button layout is set up in a specific way so users can be sure all controls are within easy reach. Looking at the ports, users are offered a 3.5mm audio jack, one USB Type-C combo port, and one micro SD card reader. And we also get some RGB lights, which, if nothing else, they look cool. But you're getting all this at just 608 grams, which is not only lighter than the ROG Ally X counterpart, which weighs 678 grams, but is also less than both Steam Deck models. The LCD weighs 669 grams and the OLED weighs 640 grams. And it's much less than the Lenovo Legion Go, which weighs in at 854 grams with controllers, or 640 grams without the True Strike controllers. But what about the screen? The ROG Ally, for all models, sports a 7-inch 1080p touchscreen panel with a 120Hz refresh rate, which is truly a joy to game on. And I know this is going up against some very nice screens amongst its competitors, with the Steam Deck OLED sporting a 7.4-inch 800p HDR OLED screen with a 90Hz refresh rate, and the Lenovo Legion Go has a whopping 8.8-inch 1600p screen with a 144Hz refresh rate. But I think what truly stands out with the Ally is the fact that it has variable refresh rate. So variable refresh rate, or VRR, is a technology that synchronizes the refresh rate of a display with the frame rate of the content being displayed. And I think this is a great feature to have on this hardware because it maximizes frame usage while also smoothing out noticeable drops, in turn helping to eliminate screen tearing. This leads to improved visual quality and enhanced gameplay, so once again, it's just a joy to game on. Now, one of the biggest selling points of the ROG Ally Z1 Extreme is performance. Please note, there is a lesser ROG Ally version which has the AMD Ryzen Z1 processor, but the Z1 Extreme is definitely the more powerful chip. The AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme processor is a Zen 4 CPU with 8 cores and 16 threads, and this is combined with the AMD Radeon RDNA 3 graphics, which were designed to power high-performance gaming on handheld devices. All of this is paired with 16 gigs of DDR5 RAM and a 512GB SSD, although this storage can be easily upgraded, and it was one of the first things I did upon purchasing mine. When we compare these numbers to its competitors, the Steam Deck is running a custom processor, but it does have the same amount of RAM. Overall though, this device is not as powerful, and if you've seen any of my other videos when utilizing the Ally in the 25 or 30 watt turbo mode, it generally outperforms the Steam Deck in most games. If we look at the newer ROG Ally X, the only difference we see is an increase in RAM, 24 gigs over 16, but from what I've read, this only accounts for a small increase in performance, roughly 5 to 10%. I don't have the Ally X, so I can't verify this, but if anyone has both and you've seen a larger difference in performance, please let me know in the comments below. And then the Legion Go is rocking almost the same specs, as it has the same processor and the same RAM capacity. Although from what I've read, the Legion Go does have slightly faster RAM. Now unfortunately I don't have a Legion Go, so I can't tell you the difference in performance numbers, Though, once again, from what I've read, the numbers aren't too far off from each other in terms of performance. So all that to say is that the ROG Ally is definitely a compelling choice for gamers looking for high-performance handheld device, as it can handle a wide range of games from indie titles to AAA game blockbusters, as we can see here.
NCPD!
Hold your position!
Protect and fucking serve!
Got him! Knocked him flat!
Now, the absolute biggest reason that I bought an Ally was Windows. While I love my Steam Deck, I wanted a Windows device and I didn't want to go through the process of installing Windows on the deck. I believe Windows can bring many benefits for one of these handheld devices. The first and largest, in my opinion, is that Windows gives me full access to my library of games, as there are just some games that cannot be played on other devices via SteamOS.
Charlie. Enemy UAV active. Charlie secure. Friendly care package on the way. Enemy securing Bravo.
That's a sphere of concentrated data. It's being detained in a resonance shaft. Destroy it.
Another benefit is that Windows just makes it so much easier to work with all other launchers and platforms. It doesn't matter if you have games via Ubisoft, Epic Games, Battle.net, Xbox, or any other launcher, the Ally has got you covered. Sure, you can get these set up to an extent on the Steam Deck, but it really is much easier with Windows. And one of the biggest ones for me is Xbox. Not to go on a tangent, but I absolutely love Game Pass, and I think it's one of the better deals in all of gaming. Now, there's no Game Pass application on SteamOS, so the best you can do is Xbox Cloud Gaming. But not all games are available via cloud gaming. So by having Windows, I have the full PC Game Pass library at my disposal. Plus, I'm able to actually download them and play them locally rather than via cloud gaming, which is just another win for Windows. So while I have nothing against SteamOS, and I largely like it in my Steam Deck, Windows provides a more versatile and open platform that can cater to a wider variety of needs, and this flexibility makes it a compelling choice for handheld gaming devices. Now let's talk about the software Armoury Crate. This may be a confrontational topic, but I think Armoury Crate is great on the Ally. It puts a lot of options into the hands of the user. Upon launching Armoury Crate, I love seeing my game library and having everything consolidated in one place. You can see here that I have my installed games from multiple launchers, including games on Steam, Battle.net, Ubisoft, and Xbox. And I can even see all the game launchers and platforms in one place as well. Moving on to the next tab, I have so many options to customize my Ally to my liking, including being able to configure the control mode, checking out performance for the various operating modes, and being able to manually assign my GPU settings. I can check my updates in a singular place, and I love how I can edit all my Command Center tiles and icons from here as well. I love Command Center, and as someone who films videos on gameplay and performance, I'm constantly opening Command Center while in-game to toggle between the various operating modes and resolutions to see how it impacts performance of a game, and Command Center just makes this whole process incredibly seamless. What about versatility beyond just handheld gaming though? I mean, this isn't just a gaming system, it's a handheld computer. And the Ally, just like a lot of other handhelds out there, can easily shift from handheld gaming to something more. Thanks to the USB-C port, you can quickly connect it to a monitor or TV and start gaming on a larger screen. It only takes a few seconds to switch from playing on the go to a full PC-like experience at home. This makes it super versatile, so you don't need separate devices for handheld and home console gaming. The Ally handles both effortlessly, making it perfect for gamers who want flexibility. But outside of gaming, you can use this just like a traditional PC, because that's what it is. Want to surf the web? No problem. Browse YouTube? Easy. Watch Netflix? Done. Are you a student who needs to work on a paper in between your gaming sessions? Say no more. As I mentioned, the ROG Ally isn't a gaming console, it's a PC, one you can take wherever you go. Now look, I know things aren't all sunshine and rainbows. Sure, there are definitely some cons to this device. The ROG Ally has had issues with the SD card reader upon release. This isn't something that impacted me. I upgraded the SSD first thing, and I haven't used an SD card in my Ally, but from what I've read, ASUS has worked to resolve these issues, but it's still something to note and keep in mind. Also, the battery life is rough, but that's the trade-off you get for performance. Did ASUS work on this with the new Ally X? Yes, but we're not speaking to that right now. And then, I've also read complaints that some users had issues with the whole process of manually updating the device and how it's confusing. I remember seeing this a lot when the device was first released, and this was primarily from a lot of users who were mainly console players. But you need to remember, once again, this is a PC, and if you're used to PC gaming, this is no surprise. So you do need to be mindful of what you're getting. Aside from all of that, I do strongly believe the ROG Ally Z1 Extreme remains a compelling choice for gamers in 2024. Its powerful performance, versatile Windows operating system, and customizable Armoury crate software make it a standout option. If you keep an eye out, I would definitely snag it while it's on sale. It's what I did last year. You can sometimes see this down to around $550 when on sale at Best Buy, and if you're lucky, you may even find an open box option for around $400, which I think is a steal. So whether you're a hardcore gamer or simply looking for a powerful portable device, the ROG Ally Z1 Extreme is definitely worth considering. I hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to stay up to date on more gaming and tech information. Thanks everybody, and game on.